What it do, T Squad? It's your girl Keisha, and I'm here to give my thoughts on part one of Carlos King interview with Mariah the Huq. Okay. First off, I just want to say congratulations to Mariah for her new sleek studio, which was fantastic. I mean, if I lived in that area, I would most definitely utilize the space. I mean, she did that. She did that. If you have not watched the interview, check it out after you watch this video. She showed gave us a whole tour of the space, and she outdid herself. And I remember when she interviewed with Carlos literally last year, she said that she was going to start her own studio space for creatives to come and film and work. And literally she did it. One thing that you can say about Mariah Huq is, honey, if she say she gonna do something, she's going to do it. And I'm just extremely proud of her, and I pray that her business is prosperous. So they sit down and do the interview. By the way, she looks great. She still looked the same. She has not aged a bit. She's still up on her feet, quick with it, honey, with the comments and the sass. And she reveals, once again, that she's upset with the ladies for helping push her out of her own show. And I remember when it was happening, when I was watching Married to Medicine, and people like Heavenly and Quad would say stuff like, Mariah ain't did nothing for me, and she ain't got no power for real, and this, that, and the third. And knowing what we know now, and we kind of knew it then, but I think we know even more now, that she not only created this show, she, did several sizzle reels. She put the cast together. She pitched it. Like, this was her show, her baby. It still is. And for people like Heavenly and Quad, and even the other ladies, to downplay what she did and to give them this platform is just outrageous to me. That they would do that to another Black woman, especially because it hasn't really been done before, where you've had a reality star not only create and pitch, produce, and star in her own show, outside of who, like Shawnee O'Neal, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was really sucky to me the way they did her. And it put a sour taste in my mouth for a lot of those ladies. She said that she always fought for the ladies to have equal pay. When she was on the show, everybody got paid the same amount as far as the talent fee, including her, which was big because she could have asked for more and she didn't, but she says that since she's left the show, that's changed. Now, I think Jackie gets the most money, and that's a problem for me because why are you getting paid the most and you do the least? She said that she wanted the ladies to actually be married on the show, and I 1000% agree with that. I think it should be the same way, honestly, with the housewives. A real housewife, whether past or present, I think that you can still call your house. Well, no, you can't still call yourself a housewife. You're an ex-wife if you've been married before. But whatever. Married to Medicine, I think you need to be married to medicine, god dog it. And I think by that name, you can either actually be married to a physician or you yourself are a doctor and you're married to your profession. So I agree. I agreed with her that Quad no longer needed to be on the show. Now, I don't know about Quad having her own spinoff like she said that she could have saw for her. Don't really know if Quad can carry herself and on her own, but I could see her being a part of another show. You know what I'm saying? I could see her being like on a Housewives or another franchise or something like that. Let's see, what else she say? She said that when she used to call the show Married to Mariah, that comment wasn't towards the ladies, particularly, but towards production, because they were trying to push her out and exit her out of her own show. Now, she did admit that, yes, I did say it sometimes to the ladies being shady, because I had to remind them too. And I don't blame her. She says that all the ladies deserve karmic retribution for how they did her. And I agree, because the way they did her was just, it was dirty. It was dirty. And I've mentioned this on this channel before, but what really nailed the coffin for me was the season when she'd miscarried her twins. And I believe Mariah had gotten up to like maybe 4 or 5 months, at that point. And she lost the twins. And those ladies act like they could care less. It was so trifling the way that they treated her. So trifling. I'll never forget that cast trip that they went on. And I believe she'd broken her foot or something like that during that time as well. But they just acted like they could care less. It was just like, okay, Anne. Like, because it was obvious they no longer wanted her on the show. But like, there was just no sympathizing with what she just went through. It was so disgusting to me. She said they're icing Quad out so she won't get paid a certain amount of money. I'm guessing that she was one of the higher ups as far as pay, and the other ladies was feeling some type of way about that. I think that it could have something to do with pay, and I also think it is because the way she treated her other castmates. In real life, she didn't correspond with them outside of the show. Quad tended to put herself above the others. She made it clear that season she was on Sister Circle that other friendships were valued more than the friendship she had with her cast members. Like, yeah, Quad was no longer a team player. She thought that she was the HBIC on that show. She says that the producers use talent to get people out and use voting to do it. We all see that. We have all seen that with the way that they did her, with the way that they're doing Quad. Now, I don't really care about how they did Quad because, oops, that's what you get. Karma's always going to come back around. And just as well as they did it to Quad, oh, heavenly, please believe they can do it to you. Oh, Simone, please believe they can do it to you. Y'all need to be doing it to Jackie because, once again, what does Jackie bring to this show? I'll wait. She don't even bring no firewood to burn, and she's a whole tree, ma'am. Like, absolutely not. She says that she used to miss her friendship with Quad, but now she really doesn't because she doesn't know this Quad. This Quad is a diva. I think that the Quad we're seeing now is the Quad that we've always seen. I didn't agree with that. Quad was this animated and theatrical and dramatic season 1. The difference was y'all was just friends, but I saw through Quad season 1. After season 1, I have not liked that lady since after season 1. After season 1, I was just like, nope, gross, nope, can't get with her. And I have not cared for her since season 1. Simone, she says, told her that production wanted her to be the one to put the nail in Mariah's coffin with getting her off the show. And she said she said that she knows that Simone said what she said to Quad about if I talk to you, Toya get mad at me. So she was like, I know that she really did say that to Quad because of what she said to me. And that's just ridiculous. Like, how old are we? How old are we? How old are we? Like, that's why I said what I said in one of my other videos this past week is that the production company and networks are giving these reality stars on Bravo too much power. Too much power. Where they feel like they can ice people out and not film with people and vote people out and all of this stuff. Like, who works for who is what I'm confused about. Like, what? She said that yes, Quad was her bestie, but her allegiance was always to Simone because Simone delivered her babies, her sister's kids, her cousin's kids, and her aunt was Simone's nanny. So she said that's who her allegiance was always really, really towards. And I remember Simone was like really one of the people that helped push Quad out the show. I'll never forget that. Never, ever, ever forget that. And that's trifling to know that she did that lady like that, considering the history that they had and the opportunity that was placed on the table, because Quad never did. I mean, not Quad. Mariah never did anything to Simone. Never. Her beef was always with Toya in the beginning and Quad. And then when Heavenly came on the show. But she never had really any issues with Simone or Jackie. She said that it really truly hurt her when at that reunion Quad accused her of being on drugs. And I will never forget how she went and had the hair sample done and they still were trying to act like it wasn't real. And like I said, when you get to lying on people to that capacity, you need to go. You're a liability. You're dangerous. And when Quad did that to her, Quad should have been suspended without pay, something. You just can't go around accusing people of such heinous things. Like, these people don't have a name, a profession, children, family. Like, what are you doing? So it was no surprise to me years later that she accused Toya of having something to do with Neela's house being burglarized. Like, Quad is a horrible person. A horrible person. A horrible person. She really, truly is. And that's one of the main reasons why I feel like she no longer should be on the show. Because that was wrong to do. And I don't think she's ever apologized for that. Ever. And at the end of the interview, Carlos says, I heard that the real villain on the show is Dr. Jackie. And Mariah was like, absolutely. Absolutely 100%. And I've been telling y'all this for years. I've been telling y'all this. This is why I go in on Jackie so much, because Jackie is one of those people who are nice, nasty. She's a nice, nasty broad. She herself thinks that she's above the fray and above the others. She's been like that since season 1 with the hoitiness and the how dare you can't sit with me. She's a very judgmental person, and I am excited to see on this cash trip T go after her, because somebody needs to, because who are you but a wooden log? That's it, ma'am. Ugh. But I really enjoyed part 1 of the interview. It's good to see Mariah. I would love to see Mariah back on our television screens. Hopefully her talk show that she's working on gets picked up. Any other shows that she's going to pitch to networks, I hope get picked up, because she deserves it. She deserves it. She deserves her flowers, and just kudos to her. Kudos to Mariah. I love her, live for her, and the show needs her. And I wish that Bravo would get out of their own way with these reality stars and whatever issues they may have with each other, and do what's best for the franchises and these shows. And Married to Medicine needed Mariah back. Needed it. What would have been crazy is if they would have voted Quad out and then Mariah came in. That would have shook the table. It's the 10th season. That would have been legendary. 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 Quad leaves. Knock, knock, knock. She's back. Like, honey, that would have been everything. But they don't think like that. Yeah, I enjoyed the first part of the interview. I'm going to give it an A. I was thoroughly, into it. Every second, every word, every minute of it. I loved it. I love that she was calling Carlos out on all the girls are queens and beautiful and everybody's my friend. Girl, everybody ain't your friend. Anywho. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about the interview part 1. Let's talk about it down below in the comment section. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.